All right, today you guys, I'm gonna show you my Azure Standard haul of everyday items, so let's get started. Hey you guys, welcome back to Heartway Farms. I'm so glad you're here with me today. Today was our monthly Azure Standard haul pickup day, and so Josh and I, left the kids at home with the big kids and went and picked up our order. And it's just such been an easy process and an interesting process in the whole thing. If you are new to Azure Standard, make sure you go and check out the link below in the description. You guys can check out all the different things that they have to offer for you: organic items, non-GMO items, bulk, not bulk items, so you can pick. So it's really cool, go check it out. So today I'm classifying my grocery haul as kind of like everyday items. So you guys know, if you have been a part of the Heartway Farms family at all, that we usually buy in bulk and then stock it up, put it in the root cellar or in the pantry or in the shower room, as I call it, in the basement, but our dry goods pantry in the basement. And today is more of like meal prep everyday type of items with some bulk stuff mixed in. So yeah, I tried some new things this time, so I'm gonna share that with all of you. So let's start with two items that I actually have already bought before, but maybe you guys haven't seen those videos yet, so I'm gonna share them again. When I first started ordering from Azure Standard, I tried some of their smaller 1 pound packages of the whole bean and ground coffee from Equal Exchange, and I was very happy with them. And actually the one that I like the most is the organic Mind, Body, and Soul. I remember back in the day ordering Equal Exchange and being happy with them, directly ordering from the company, but Azure has them, which is great, and has them in these nice 5 pound bags, so that, and it's whole bean, so that I can keep it fresh for a long time, keep it down in storage, and then bring it out as we need it. So we go through about 1 pound a week in our family, and so this is really nice because this lasts me quite a bit of time, which is great. So I have 10 pounds of the Mind, Body, and Soul organic whole bean coffee. And yeah, really happy with it so far. All right, over here, this is a repurchase. Like I said, this is the Artisan Baker's Craft 100% organic wheat flour. That, I always joke every time I say it, it's like the longest title for flour ever, but I'm really happy with it. During my last Azure haul, which I did not share with you guys, I purchased some all-purpose organic flour as well, and I haven't tried that yet, so I wasn't going to talk too much about it, but I know many of you have had really good experience with that, so I'm excited to try that. We put that down in long-term storage for now, and so for right now I'm just going to be using this next because we've been really happy with it. Okay, moving on to more of some meals that we're gonna do this week and different things. Julianne had requested that I would order some Ezekiel bread. If you're new here, we make a lot of our own bread at home here. We like to make our crusty bread, which is delicious. We like our challah bread. All of these things are staples in our house. Banana bread, zucchini bread, all of the breads. We are not anti-carb in this house. So we love good organic high quality bread. We make that at home, but it's nice sometimes, and you guys can all probably relate on one level or another, to have easy, quick meals that are just ready to go. And the Ezekiel bread from Azure stays in the freezer. It's cheaper than Walmart, by the way. That's why I ordered it through Azure, because when I bought the 6-pack, these just store in the freezer, so it's easy, and it was cheaper than Walmart. So that's why I went ahead and got it through Azure. So I'm excited for this. We know we love Ezekiel bread. This is no big deal. This is not going to be like a question for us. We know we like it. So that will get eaten in our house. All right. One item that I got were the dried sweetened cranberries, but the ingredients are dried cranberries, apple juice concentrate, so there's not really added sugar. It still is sugar, we know that with juice, but at least it's not weird sugar. So it has apple juice and then sunflower oil. So these are really, really good. They taste way better than like your normal craisins that you would buy from the store. They taste real, they taste fresh, they are juicy and plump, and they're really good. So I highly recommend the cranberries. They're really delicious. When we make our own homemade granola for breakfast, cranberries along with coconut, which is on my list to try from Azure, their dried coconut. We use these cranberries. So I'm excited about that. Otherwise, they're great to put on salads or to put, just as a snack by themselves. Okay, moving on. So for just an easy, quick cereal for the little kids, the big kids don't do too much cereal, but some of our favorite breakfast items are just our farm fresh eggs, or we've stocked up on organic oats, rolled oats or old fashioned, I can't remember, that we make oats all sorts of different ways, including our baked oatmeal. And those are some of our favorites, but sometimes it's nice just to have a quick little something. So I bought 3 bags of this organic Nature's Path organic rice puff cereal. Super basic, whole grain brown rice, and that is it, and it's just puffed. And the way that my kids like to eat this is with our raw honey on it. So this makes a really quick, easy snack in the morning, breakfast in the morning, if you're just in a hurry and trying to get stuff done. So that's something that's just nice to tuck away in the pantry and have for those mornings where you need a quick, easy breakfast. Okay. This is so not a necessity whatsoever, but this is a fun thing that the kids like. My kids love these suckers. And sometimes, you parents out there, you know that you have to have treats. Well, you don't have to. It's fun to have treats sometimes. And if you have to have a little treat, whether to get them through, a long car ride or, lovingly bribe them with a nice little treat or whatever, it's nice to have these little suckers. So these are the Yum Earth Organic Pops, they call it, and this is the variety pack. And this will last us a very, very long time. So this package, it's gotta be 5 pounds. I don't know how much, it's in ounces. I'd have to do the math quick in my head, but anyway, huge pack. I'm gonna put it down and just keep it, even every time we go through the bank drive-through, they always ask if the kids want a sucker, and sometimes I'm like, no, because those are just yucky suckers. And I was like, this would be a nice thing to be like, okay, every once in a while we can have these instead, or whatever. So it's nice to have a little treat, keep it in your purse, tuck it away, and just have it available for the little kids. So we're trying those. That'll last a long time. We know we like those as well. Okay, up here, this is a repeat too, but I'm doing the 5-pound block of cheese. Here we go. So this is the raw milk cheddar cheese aged for over 60 days. Okay, so this has been a hit in our family. And the last time I bought it, I ended up taking about half of the block, shredding it, and putting it in little baggies and freezing it, and then pulling it out as we need that. I'm probably gonna do that with this whole block this time because it worked so well. Because even if you're making grilled cheese sandwiches with my Ezekiel bread, that shredded cheese melts on there so quickly. This is such a beautiful, soft, mild cheese that it's so good and everybody likes it. It's kind of a mix between a mild cheddar and like a mozzarella. That's how mild it is. And again, we showed you guys how to make your own homemade cheeses before, but it's fun to have this stuff ready to go in your freezer for whenever you need it. So that's why I bought this again. I'm gonna chop it up, shred it up, freeze it up, and have it ready for quick meals when I need it. And another thing we use this on are the Stacys organic tortillas. I've talked about these before in the past. This time I bought the smaller size because I did feel like the large size were just a little too big. These are Stacys organic unbleached white flour tortillas. These look like a much more appropriate size for my kids who are trying to eat tacos. I like the big ones too, but these are gonna be easier to work with. So I'm excited about these. We did a big stock up on these. These go in the freezer, and I just now am needing to restock from the very first Azure order that I had when I got these tortillas. My friend Stephanie recommended these, and I'm so glad she did because these are so good. Maybe even better than homemade, dare I say it? Okay, Julianne asked me to get some raspberry tea, some organic raspberry tea, so we're gonna try that. We like herbal teas. Julianne has been enjoying her hibiscus tea that she makes here with the Azure hibiscus. So we're still working through that. We did not need to buy that again. And this time I'm trying some pasta from Azure because I wanted some meals for this week. And so I'm really excited because I bought a couple, I already have quite a bit of pasta in my stockpile downstairs, but this is 100% organic spaghetti. This will get us through 3 meals, and this is really exciting to try their pasta, good price, good quality, and along with that, I was really excited to try this. We have tons of tomato sauce put up already of our own. I probably will never need to buy tomato sauce again if I didn't want to. So we still have a lot from last year that we canned up. We have beautiful tomato plants coming up in the garden, and we're gonna be able to put up so much tomato sauce for next year and this winter. But one thing that I love is Alfredo sauce, and like a creamy chicken pasta with, I'm gonna use the spaghetti and some of our home-raised canned chicken, and I'm gonna put together some of this Azure Market Alfredo sauce mix. It's non-GMO, has really good ingredients in it, and I'm excited to try it. So this is kind of like a concentrate, and I believe, I'll have to look back on the website, but it's like you use a certain percentage of this, like a half a cup of this to a percentage of water. I need to look at the instructions again online, but it looked really easy to put up, and if I like it, I'm gonna get more and put it down in the stockpile. All right, something we use, well, two things that we use on practically a daily basis because we bake and cook at home a lot. First of all, is this Rumford baking powder. I have been trying for a while to get the bulk baking powder from Azure, and it's been out of stock. If you are interested in ordering from Azure, I highly recommend heading back to some of our older videos and watching the videos where I address some of the tips and tricks about buying from Azure, because there are some tips and tricks, and you can be frustrated if you don't know how it all works. So I haven't been able to get the bulk baking powder, but I was really excited, so I bought a box of the smalls. These are nice because they're easy to store. I don't have to worry about doing bulk storage. They're already sealed. So that is one of the perks. You're gonna spend more on the smaller packages, but it was worth it to get kind of my stockpile going. And these are aluminum free, even though they don't say it on the packaging. They say non-GMO, but they are the aluminum free baking powder. Okay. And then the next item is a giant bag of baking soda. And the reason that I ended up getting the large bag, it's actually 50 pounds of baking soda, is because we use baking soda for not only baking, but for cleaning with as well. We use it all over the house for different things, and it was worth it to me, especially because baking soda does not go bad quickly at all, that I could get the 50-pound bag for a really great price, and it would be worth it for me. So we use baking soda to clean toilets in our house, to clean sinks in our house. You can use it for all sorts of things, plus baking as well, of course. Okay, and then I think last but not least, I'm looking if I forgot anything. For some meals coming up, I wanted to get this 13 bean mix. So this is just a combination of, this is like a bulk 5-pound bag of bean mix that I can turn into a soup or a stew with the different seasonings that we have. You guys, if you haven't seen our other grocery hauls, we have bought the French onion, I think that's what it's called, the French onion soup mix from Azure, and that would be so good with these beans. I turn that into like French onion dip or into soup seasoning, and that would be great for this bean mix. So this is a meal here that I'm excited to kind of keep, just a bean mix that we can turn into lots of different things. This could be for soup, for chili, for stew, for just filling up bellies when you don't want to spend tons of money on food. So I'm really excited for that. It's a pretty thing too, so that's fun. All right, I think I covered everything. I can, even just with what's on the table between the bread and the cereal and the tortillas and the pasta, I can turn this into lots of different meals, especially with baking our own bread and having eggs and all these other items that we already have here on the farm. So definitely comment below. I love hearing what your favorite items are from Azure so that I can continue to try new things. And I want to hear what you love and what you don't love. Like, I was honest with you guys and I shared that I had some issue with Azure baking powder, their brand. But I hope that's not the case for you guys. I know some of you love it, so maybe that was just a fluke. So tell me about your experience with Azure and what I should try next time I go grocery shopping at Azure Standard. And I hope this was helpful, and we'll talk to y'all soon and see you in the next video.